Hey, Alex Stone here. This is the Bodycam, brought to you by Ride Along Podcast. We have in the house the Korean cowboy, former LAPD SWAT, hero to all heroes, tier 1 operator. Actually, he's tier 0. They had to create a new tier for this guy, right? Great guy. Why don't you introduce yourself, tell us a little about yourself, and then we're going to hit this Bodycam footage.
Cool. Cheers, folks. Like Alex said, my name is Charles Joh. Did about 25 years with LAPD, and the last 12 was on our full-time SWAT team.
Right, check. All right,
Exactly.
let's hit a video.
Phoenix 911, what's the address of your emergency?
Hi, I'm at on 32nd Street on Union Hills. I was at the and I was sitting in the truck with my AC on, and some guy tried to jump in and take off with it.
Did he have any weapons?
He says he does, but I don't think he does.
Okay, so guys driving to possible carjacking.
Ooh, right away.
Richard, get down on the ground!
2757.
So before we start, I gotta chime in on this. You know how when he's responding, you hear all the beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep. You know what that was, right?
That's other radio traffic.
Yeah, it was stepping on him. So,
Yeah,
so he couldn't
everyone's
put it
stepping
out.
all over his traffic.
Yeah,
And
wasn't
it was
that
of
frustrating?
About
when
5
you
or
were working?
6. Oh, I hate that, bro.
Yeah, everyone's got to be
Clear the channel.
air commandos. He's like beep, beep, beep. Couldn't get it out.
He was literally rolling in the vehicle for like almost 4 or 5 seconds in pursuit.
Right.
Before he could even get out, that the guy was on foot.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, and that's critical
Foot
seconds.
chase, 22
Critical
Frank.
seconds. Right. Just had to throw that out there.
Thanks, man. I love it. Yeah, that's good. So at this point, the suspect has already ran. The suspects ran. They're doing a canine search in the neighborhood. We have, gosh, probably what, 10 units out. We got a canine out. So. Oh shit.
The shooting's already started.
That was about 12 rounds.
Discharge their weapons until later in the incident.
On the left side,
Oh.
that's where they were. That's look.
We have 2 officers that were.
That's us, dude. We need to get down. He's elevated. Take it. Where's he at?
So the guy was on foot, broke into a house. Obviously, no one was there. And so he's laying down fire from inside the house. From inside
Elevated
the house.
position,
Yeah,
so he went
excellent.
elevated,
This
yeah.
guy's a smart guy.
Where's he shooting from?
Front window, middle window panel.
Pressure fire and move west.
Where do you want me to put the rounds?
Put suppression low, we'll put suppression high.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Good at that?
Yeah.
If you need the eye at 34th Street, road blocked off. Got 512 in the area.
Just shoot and move, dude.
Okay.
So
Ready?
they're choosing the windows.
Boss, moving. Go.
So he's going so slow. He literally like was walking.
So the danger is if that guy's deep in the room, he sees a movement.
Yeah.
Right. He's got the superior advantage. I mean, you're deep in the room. You see that slow movement.
It's you're waiting.
You don't know if he's braced or he's got really good support.
Yeah.
And it's a
That was pretty scary.
It's a risky move.
Very risky. I mean, you're talking about a 12-meter jaunt,
Yeah.
maybe 15 at the most, and I would have just booked it. I would ask for covering fire, and I would have booked it, and I would have got across. And you're talking maybe 2 seconds versus like that was like almost 5 seconds to get across.
I mean, if that's you really don't. If you where the distance that they traversed, you might not even need cover fire.
No, it's so quick
Nah.
because the reaction time is 1 second, right?
Right.
If he's a sub-second guy, he's already out.
exactly.
And by that time he has to track, and by the time he tracks, that's another second. You're at least in concealment behind the SUV, and you're to cover maybe a split second later behind the engine block.
Exactly.
Yeah. What do you think about that? I mean, they took a lot of time to talk about that, right? I mean,
Yeah, I would have ideally liked to see maybe because they're both behind the car.
and they both
So-
ran at the same time.
Right, I would have one stay
And laid it on
control
cover.
fire while
Yeah,
one
that's
moves as
what I
fast
would
as you
think.
can. Help
That's
you buck.
that's standard, right? I
Yeah,
mean,
and then once he's there, he does and brings them over that
exactly.
way, as opposed to
It's bounding.
it's bounding.
they
Trying to
both-
move
so-
while they're sidestepping and try to get accurate fire is
Yeah.
pretty hard.
Yeah, and you're likely to get shot because you're moving at a third of the rate you could if you were just actually running.
I like their plan. I like the fact that they came up.
They
with the plan.
communicated.
Yeah, they
That was
go,
awesome.
Hey, this is what we're gonna do.
In this scenario, you have, I think, border house rules apply, right? Where if you have three or four targets, you're going to give each target something to eat
Right.
before you go back and feed the first target.
Yes.
So if they're talking, hey, you take this window, you take that window, you take that door, if I'm going to lay down covering fire and I'm going to let you bound to cover, I'm going to want to put rounds, take my time and put a round in each window. To switch back and forth that much, it's not that difficult.
No, at that distance, I think it's easy. Yeah, especially if you have a rifle.
Since you have a rifle.
Yeah. So we are definitely instantly in agreement with I think better option.
Yeah, for sure.
They also utilized less lethal tactics, including tear gas, to avoid an armed confrontation with the suspect and encourage him to come outside.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you handle this because it looks like a tactical vehicle's on scene now.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a cornered suspect. We have what would you call that? He's
barricaded
inside of a home. Yeah. And at this time, I don't think we're clear as if they actually know that anyone's home or not. I think they're assuming no one's home because no one is running out.
Right.
So definitely a SWAT call out. Right.
About 3 hours after the shooting began, the suspect exited the house with his hands up. SAU detectives provided a ladder for him to climb down and took him into custody.
To the ladder. Yep. Yep. Go for it. Yep.
So he had obviously gang prison tattoos on his back and sleeve. This guy's done a lot of time.
I'm in there. Broken window.
No, I'm not.
He probably ran out of rounds.
Yeah.
I bet you he probably ran out of rounds.
He ran out of
He's
rounds.
like, I have no option.
Yeah, because when they were first firing, it sounded like he laid down about 10 to 12 rounds. And so that's a magazine. I can't imagine he had more than another mag or two left.
Most likely not. Yeah. So
he was a professional, meaning he's been around the block.
Yeah. Yep.
Right. So he knows he needs to carry ammo.
Right. So it's just like when you're I always tell officers when you're in a physical altercation with a suspect, you got to do is just wait out the storm, weather the 30-second storm.
Yeah.
And that suspect's gassed.
Yeah.
And then you go to work, right? So I mean, it's kind of like the same thing. They hunkered down, outweighed the initial barrage, and then started systematically figuring out what they can do next.
Yeah, I would imagine in this scenario that someone from this agency contacted neighbors and found out during that initial shooting period.
Yeah.
They're on vacation. We got a single guy in there. He's barricaded. Right. They're on vacation, so we're good. We're gonna pause, call SWAT, and wait. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Unless something provocative triggers you to you got to go in.
Yeah.
Right. Or grandma's sleeping downstairs, or we have something. Then you've got all the time in the world.
So time is usually your enemy, but in this case, time's your friend.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're your ally. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So he had multiple firearms. Looks like he had 2 rifles and a handgun. Right. I mean that's pretty impressive.
That's a pretty impressive cache. Look at that.
So
shotgun
and 2 carbines, an M4, M16, or AR-15 and M4. Mm-hmm. Right. So he was actually able to barricade himself.
Yeah.
This dude went out to carjack and he wasn't playing around that day. Wow.
Well, you know what?
Talk to me.
My speculation is that obviously he didn't carry a shotgun and 2 rifles and a pistol while carjacking somebody. Right?
Unlocked.
So he
Unlocked.
found all that in there.
In
Who
that
goes
house.
around with 2 rifles and shotguns?
I think you're right.
When they're carjacking people. So.
That would make sense because he didn't have a bag.
Right.
When he was running
hopped over the fence.
Remember we watched him in the initial video when he sprinted?
Yeah.
He had a shirt on, and he had no bag in his hand.
Right.
Yeah, so he wasn't carrying those. So he was able to get into a house. Folks at home, what does this mean? Lock up your firearms, right? Lock up your firearms. If you're going to own a firearm, be a professional and lock up your firearms. Do not let bad people get access to your firearms, right?
Well, especially if you're going to go on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're home, have immediate access to it.
Exactly, yeah.
When you leave the house, make sure you secure it.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Great. That was Bodycam with the Korean Cowboy. Check us out next time.
Lates.